Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 171. Today we got the nice little basketball mixer here. 2 blashes of Chronicles, 2 blashes of Mosaic, 2 blashes of Prizm, sell box of Mosaic, and retail box of Prizm. So some Zion hunting, some LaMelo hunting, some Edwards hunting. So let's go ahead and let's get into the team randoms. Patty Rick, right now is when we're doing the randoms. So here we go. So we'll do 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Again, should mention, we are, for USA basketball stuff, it will go to the either most games played for or active team. So as far as I'm aware, there's been no trades with the players on there. And I remember that Drexler is Portland. So 3 times. Once, twice, third time. All right. David on top, Marcus on bottom. Teams, 3 times. Here we go. Once, twice, and third time. All right, not the worst team, Paul. Not the worst team. Not the best either. David, you've got the Wizards, Henry with the Pistons, Kevin with the Suns, Ellis with the Grizzlies, Adam with the Trailblazers, Jason with the Hornets, there you go, Andrew with the Nuggets, Marshall with the Kings, Lucas with the Bucks, Herman with the Hawks, Cody with the Clippers, Jung-hoon with the Jazz, Paul, you've got the Heat, Nelson with the Spurs, Patrick with the Mavericks, Gordon with the Magic, Fotis with the Knicks, Cody, you got the Cavs, Edward with the Nets, Jason, you've got the Pelicans, Justin Kolobong with the Thunder, Justin Chung with the 76ers, Christopher with the Golden State Warriors, Ron with the Celtics, Kyle with the T-Wolves, Sean with the Bulls, Jake with the Raptors, Tyrone with the Rockets, Steven or Stefan with the Pacers, and Marcus with the Lakers. Bulls are decent. When I was it the first or second break we did there? I mean, like first break, one of the breaks they were extremely good in. The other break they just pretty much didn't get lucky, for lack of a better phrase. So, but you've got Kobe White in 1920. So, I mean, given that that's like half of the products here, that's kind of not a bad team to not a bad team to have. PNG. Oh, my allergies are going a little haywire here. Patrick Williams a better rookie than White? Yeah. I mean, I don't know that much about basketball, but like I just know Kobe White is in 1920 and like a solid enough rookie that he's worth mentioning. So like he is not a nobody essentially, which is more than can be said for a lot of us. So I mean, Chronicles crushed it last week. I just want to point out we got 2 numbered cards from Chronicles, which is actually insane, and 2 Prizm updates. Which, like, if we opened those blasters at the time last year, those would have been really, really solid. Yeah. I added down year? Okay. That makes sense, because I noticed his market cooled off a lot, because I had, like, I have a lot of, like, just basketball stuff from the start of last year, and again, I paid a lot of attention to basketball in like the 2000s, like 7, 8, 9 range, kind of. A little bit, and then casually before that, like I was decent, like little bit into basketball, mainly NCAA, like just watching the NCAA tournament. I couldn't tell you who was on what team, but it was just fun to watch it, and then also. When Steve Nash was, really good, it was always just like, oh, I gotta watch him play. So, don't see anything on the trade front. Chronicles. Let's go. That knife is dangerous today. Nearly dropped it again. Let's have a fun break. Again, I believe there are still spots left in the other basketball break this week, so if you like this mix or you missed out on it, feel free to check that out. And the only other break with spots left this week is hockey tomorrow, so here we go. Washington Jr. for Charlotte. Porzingis for the Mavericks. Rui for the Wizards. Just backwards Luka. I don't think there's a short print, but I think it's just a base Luka for the Mavericks. And then Davis for the Lakers. I saw Luka backwards and I had a mini heart attack. She's like, wait, no, it's just the base. It's just backwards. Johnson for the Spurs. He's who kind of jumped up from the crop, right? LeBron for the Lakers. Ja Morant for the Grizzlies. Garland for the Cavs. And Barrett for the Knicks. And I think Barrett probably long-term is a better long-term bet too. Giannis for the Bucks on the playbook. McLaughlin for the T-Wolves on the pink P. Harden for the Rockets. Hero on the backwards Threads. And Porter for the Cavs. Porter Jr. Hero really jumped off a cliff, for lack of a better phrase. Is that silver? I think it's a silver flux. Yeah, Kobe White for the Bulls. Tybolt for 76ers. Well, that's a good silver flux rookie. Nice little Ja Morant silver flux for the Grizzlies. That's pretty solid. Yeah, the backwards card in that slot has just been throwing me off a little bit. That's a pretty solid start, though. I think we'll take that. LeBron for the Lakers and PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets on the XR. I love the XR cards. They're really nice looking. Like, if they're on a little bit of a thicker stock, oh, this would be perfect. Culver for the T-Wolves. Hunter for the Hawks on the pink Prestige. Williams for the Celtics. Davis on the Threads. No, Prestige for the Lakers. And Garland for the Cavs. Well, that's also another good card. Ja Morant on the Luminance Dunk. Kind of the main base rookie that you want out of this. Trae Young for the Hawks. Davis for the Raptors. Trae Young for the Hawks in the Essentials. And Reddish for the Hawks. A little bit of a soft corner there. Ja seems okay, though. Like, could you imagine if Panini had, like, redemptions for, like, 16 by 24 of those that, like, just prints or, like, posters? Those would be sick. Reddish for the Hawks. Doumbia for the Pistons. McLaughlin for the T-Wolves. Butler for the Heat. And Waters for the Celtics. Pretty good first blaster, especially if you had the Grizzlies. Giannis for the Bucks. Ooh. Kawhi Leonard. Slipping out for the Clippers. Giannis for the Bucks on the Hometown Heroes. Giannis for the Bucks on the Threads. And Morant on the Recon for the Grizzlies. Let's leave both of these up. The Hometown Heroes is a little bit tougher to hit, so. Not a bad first blaster at all. What's the last sale on the Morant Flex Silver? I know it's probably not going to be, like, major, but it'll still be, like, good, I would say. Let's see. look it up quickly. All right, so PSA 10 is like 140. So it's about 25-ish. Yeah. Lower than what I honestly lower than what I thought, but still solid. Like at release, that was like a huge money card. 40 raw. Okay. Maybe I was looking at like non-silver ones because I hate how people throw silvers in eBay listings when they're not silvers. Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Jokic for the Nuggets, on the pink. Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Westbrook for the Rockets, LeBron for the Lakers. Yeah. So it's a real like nice card then. So 40 US. That's good. Giannis for the Bucks, none for the Heat, Pascal for Golden State, Kawhi for the Clippers, Jackson Hayes for the Pels, the Pellies, Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans, Carson Edwards for the Celtics, Nasir Little for Portland, Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers, and Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. Sorry, my garbage bag is just tipping over. The last thing I want. Well, there's a good one. Zion for the Pelicans, Davis for the Lakers. Well, Giannis for the Bucks on the Flux. Nice one there. Obviously not worth a ton, but Gobert for the Jazz, Rui for the Wizards. Still a nice card. These blasters are so similar. The backwards base cards, the flexes, none for the Heat, Rui for the Wizards, PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Melo for Portland on the Chronicles base, and Martin for the Hornets. Rui for the Wizards, Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Langford for the Celtics, Doumbia for the Pistons, and Reddish for the Hawks on the pink XR. Poole for Golden State, Porter Jr. for the Cavs on the pink Luminous. Missing a card in there. Cameron Johnson for the Suns. Rookies and Stars, Jordan Poole for Golden State on the Threads, and Langford for the Celtics. And last pack. Was the Hometown Heroes last time? Nope, it's Crusades. Colbert for the T-Wolves, Davis for the Raptors, RJ Barrett for the Knicks on the Crusades rookie, not bad. Kobe White for the Bulls on the Prestige, and Rui for the Wizards on the XR. Not horrible. I feel like Basketball Chronicles, you hit more rookies. Alright. Let's do the blasters of Mosaic. Let's do the blasters first. Let's get like an orange. Imagine pulling like an orange Zion. That would be that'd be nuts. One can dream, right? Monk for the Hornets, Kenner for the Pistons, Cameron Johnson on the green debut for the Suns, Merritt for the Hawks. House for the Rockets, Curry for the Warriors, Kemp for the Supersonics, aka OKC, and Johnson for the Suns. A Mosaic coming up. Looks like it might be a rookie. Rondo for the Lakers, Whiteside for Portland. Nope, it's not. It's just upside down. Monk for the Hornets, and Reddish for the Hawks. Cantor for the Celtics, Markkanen for the Bulls, Duncan for the Spurs, Little for Portland. Young for the Hawks, Bogdanovich for the Kings, Kuzma for the Lakers on the green, Giannis for the Bucks. I think that's just a regular. At this point, it's a regular base. At last check. Oh, I'll throw it in the rookies and I'll double check again. But I think it is regular base, nothing special. Hill for the Bucks, Towns for the T-Wolves, Davis for the Lakers, Bowen for Golden State. Got it. Hopefully a green rookie coming up. Sexton for the Cavs, Gay for the Spurs, Grant Williams for the Celtics, and Magic Johnson for the Lakers. The full green on green is really nice. Last pack of Blasta 1. Smart for the Celtics, Williams for the Clippers, Old School of McGrady for the Rockets, and Simonic for the Spurs. Blaster 2. Let's see something bigger here. Curry for the Mavericks, Allen for the Nets, Melly for the Pellies on the green, and Melly for the Pellies on the base debut. Would have been nice for that to be a Zion, but hey, better than nothing if you've got the Pelicans. Redick for the Pelicans, Inglis for the Jazz, Simmons for the 76ers, Clark for the Grizzlies. Barnes for the Kings, Lillard for Portland, Richardson for the 76ers, and LeBron for the Cavs on the MVPs. That one we'll save up. Knox for the Knicks, Galloway for the Pistons, Spudweb for the Hawks, and Melly for the Pellies. Rivers for the Rockets, Brown for the Celtics, K. Towns for the T-Wolves, and Durant for the Nets. Satoransky for the Bulls, Augustine for the Magic, Maravich for the Celtics, and Basley for the Thunder. Harris for the 76ers, Giannis for the Bucks, Durant for the Nets on the green, and Washington Jr. for the Hornets on the debut. A little bit better of a second blaster, but not that much, but a little bit. DiVincenzo for the Bucks, Davis for the Lakers. Well, LeBron green give and go for the Lakers. That's definitely better than the first one, so. Anytime you hit like a LeBron insert or parallel, it's always like just better than nothing, essentially. So here we go. Multi-pack box. Our favorites. All the pink packs. Let's see, we haven't hit the base jaw pink in a while. That's my call. My called shot. It is probably going to be wrong. But we've hit the debut, we haven't hit the base. I don't think. Here we go. There we go. I still love how Panini had to like alter their plans on how they produce the pink camos, because you could see through the back and people were looking through the back to see if there's a Zion on the back. And come on, open up. Ooh, I actually can't see. Oh. It's not who I called. Also not who I called. I don't think I called my shot today. Nope, no called shot, I think. Alright, we'll rip and stack the pinks. The back of this one's not major. So. All the pinks. Taco. There's a hero. I was going to say we're going to get a hero pink, but I went bigger, and I was wrong. Should have went with my gut one. Real. Simons for Portland, Paul for the Thunder, PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets on the debut, Holiday for the Pacers, Brogdon for the Pacers, Tremont Waters for the Celtics, Irving for the Nets, Booker for the Suns, Irving for the 76ers, Fox for the Kings, Hayward for the Celtics, Hero for the Heat, Durant for the Nets, Harris for the Nuggets, Fall for the Celtics, Conley for the Jazz, Covington for the T-Wolves, Garland for the Cavs, Wiggins for the T-Wolves, Leonard for the Heat, Rui for the Wizards, White for the Spurs, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder, Claxton for the Nets, Howard for the Lakers, Williams for the Pelicans, Shaq for the Lakers, Kuzma for the Lakers, Nance Jr. for the Cavs, Culver for the T-Wolves, Morris for the Knicks, Butler for the Heat, Carter for the Raptors, Milton for the Bucks, Oladipo for the Pacers, and Chamberlain for the 76ers. So there are your pinks. Nice little quick. I like doing them that way just because, like, especially with basketball, you're really only looking for, like, one or two right now. And it just, you're supposed to go there. Just speeds it up, I feel like, a little bit. Adds better flow to the break, you know? And rookie color gets sleeved up. Just because. Even if it's not a major card. I feel like it's the right thing to do. And we're going to need more sleeves. Which I have set out already. I forgot how many sleeves football and basketball go through when you sleeve like all rookie color and stuff. Here we go, pack one. Green for the Lakers, Bledsoe for the Bucks, Tucker for the Rockets, Millsap for the Nuggets, Pistons for Griffin on the Green Jam Masters, and Hunter for the Hawks. Herder for the Hawks, Randall for the Knicks, Ball for the Pelicans, George for the Clippers, Harden for the Rockets, and Bird for the Celtics. Jones for the Hawks, Pelicano for the Knicks, Turner for the Pacers, Gallinari for the Thunder, Hill for the Bucks on the silver, and Williams for the Celtics. O'Neal for the Jazz, Irving for the Nets, Aiden for the Suns, Kai Bowman for Golden State, Trae Young on the give and go, and Pippen for the Bulls. Bowman for Golden State. It's got a baseball name. Simmons for Portland, Gobert for the Jazz, Westbrook for the Rockets, Grant for the Nuggets, Ewing for the Knicks, and Roby for the Mavericks. Gasol for the Raptors, Holiday for the Pacers, Portis for the Knicks, Giannis on this Mosaic for the Bucks, not bad. Westbrook for the Rockets on the GOT game, and Johnson for the Suns. Not a bad Giannis. Williams for the Clippers, Gay for the Spurs, Sabonis for the Pacers, Okogie for the T-Wolves, Hardaway for the Magic on the green, and Davis for the Raptors. Durant for the Nets, Fox for the Kings, Clarkson for the Jazz, Diallo for the Thunder on the Mosaic, Brogdon on the give and go for the Pacers, and RJ Barrett on the debut for the Knicks. Markkanen for the Bulls, Whiteside for Portland, Porter Jr. for the Bulls, Barton for the Nuggets, Westbrook on the Jam Masters Mosaic for the Rockets, and Hayes for the Pelicans. The Jam Masters Mosaics are really nice. Like those really pop actually. The plain mosaics, not the greens. Towns for the T-Wolves, Bogdanovich for the Kings, Robinson for the Heat, McCollum for Portland on the green, Simmons for the 76ers on the GOT game, and Barkley for the 76ers on the USA. Levert for the Nets, Van Vliet for the Raptors, Sexton for the Cavs, Hill for the Bucks, DeRozan for the Spurs on the Jam Masters, Pascal for Golden State. Still one of the best shots all time on a card. Mitchell for the Jazz, Curry for Golden State, Smart for the Celtics, Adebayo for the Heat on the green, Stoudemire for the Suns on the old school, Harden for the Rockets. Not the worst first half, but also not the best. Need a big rookie. LeBron for the Lakers, Brooks for the Grizzlies, Adebayo for the Heat, George for the Clippers, Gordon for the Magic, and Horton Tucker for the Lakers. Zeller for the Hornets, Jelka for the Kings, Collins for the Hawks, Rozier for the Hornets on the green, Garnett for the T-Wolves, and Goldberg for the T-Wolves. Sorry. Bridges for the Hornets, Anunoby for the Raptors, Cantor for the Celtics, Rondo for the Lakers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the Lakers on the Silver Hall of Fame, and Kabengele for the Clippers. So no rookie silver, unfortunately. But honestly, Silver Hall of Famer probably better than some rookies anyways. So Rose for Pistons, Melo for Portland, Trae Young for the Hawks, Magic Johnson for the Lakers on the green USA, Irving for the Nets, and Langford for the Celtics. I mean, Lakers, you just, like, nothing insane. You've got, like, a LeBron give and go green. You've got the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the silver. Nothing, like, insane, but just some, like, decent stuff, I guess. Gordon for the Magic, Ibaka for the Raptors, Monk for the Hornets, Richardson for the 76ers, Mitchell for the Jazz, Poole for Golden State. So, like, you know, about average for the Lakers. Nothing major, but some cool cards. Anderson for the Grizzlies, Porzingis for the Mavericks, House Jr. for the Rockets, Bowman for Golden State on the Mosaic, Lillard for Portland, and Malone for the Jazz. So that would be the main polls right now for the Lakers. Wright for the Mavericks, Ross for the Magic, Carter Jr. for the Bulls, Warren for the Pacers, Lillard on the Mosaic will to win for Portland, and Waters for the Celtics on the rookie. And you've got a Horton Tucker rookie, decent chunk of base. So Thompson for the Warriors, Griffin for Pistons, Simmons for the 76ers, Lowry for the Raptors on the green, LeBron for the Lakers on the Jam Masters, and Irving for the 76ers. Yeah. One LeBron green Mosaic give and go insert, and then the Jam Masters of LeBron. So, nothing major, but you got stuff. Crowder for the Grizzlies, Bembry for the Hawks, Cauley-Stein for Golden State, Saric for the Suns, Giannis for the Bucks on the Jam Masters, and Barrett for the Knicks on the rookie. That's the debut for Hero. Dinwiddie for the Nets, Harrell for the Clippers, Payton for the Knicks, Collins for the Hawks on the green, Stockton for the Jazz, and Hero for the Heat on the debut. Well, there's a Ja True. He's in the box, he's just hiding. Milton for the Bucks, Conley for the Jazz, Ferguson for the Thunder, Winslow for the Heat, Parker, this has got some like lines and dots on it, for the Hawks on the silver, and Morant for the Grizzlies on the base. True rookie. And last pack. Looks like just a green coming up. Morris for the Knicks, Kuzma for the Lakers, Drew Holiday for the Pelicans, Simonic for the Spurs on the green rookie, Luka on the will to win for the Mavericks, and Magic Johnson for the Lakers on the Hall of Fame. Alright. Go ahead and get some of the base put away here. Make sure we put all of the Mosaic stuff away because got to make some room for the Prizm. The rookies up next. Parallels. Here we go. All right, Prizm time. Let's get something crazy. We're empty. All right. Here we go. And all rookies will get sleeves and top load, or sleeved as we go along, and they'll be top loaded later. Brooks for the Grizzlies, Seth Curry for the Mavericks, Heald for the Kings on the green, and Stanley for the Pacers. Fox for the Kings, Butler for the Heat, Flynn for the Raptors on the Emergent, and Clark for the Grizzlies. Come on, get over the pack. There we go. Thank you. Jones Jr. for the Heat, Nowitzki for the Mavericks, Kaminsky for the Suns, and Hughes for the Jazz. Got a silver coming up. Smart for the Celtics, Draymond Green for Golden State, silver of Halliburton on the Emergent for the Kings, not bad, and Booker for the Suns. That's really off-centered there, but It might not be as bad as what I thought, but nice Halliburton silver. Yeah, not the biggest card, but we'll just stand it. So I think a few people liked him. Ilya Silva for the Bucks, Young for the Bulls, Seth Curry for the Mavericks on the silver, and Maxey for the 76ers. These do seem a little bit off center from top to bottom, but the emergent with the like background just looks so nice in silver. It really pops. And this feels like a jersey card, because it is a jersey card. Powell for the Mavericks, Knox for the Knicks. Yeah, that's a good card right behind it. I'll just got a little bit of stitching on the side there. Zion on the Dominance for the Pelicans. That's a nice looking card. And Okoro for the Cavs. See what the Zion, see what the Okoro. And get the Knox in. Here we go. Last blaster, then it's a retail box, which is just tied in back there. So, couple silvers, good insert. Good, like one of the silvers being a rookie, although like a subset, not the best, but not the worst at the same time. So, wrong ball. Teague for the Hawks, Simmons for the 76ers, Craig for the Nuggets on the green, and Ball for the Pelicans. Excuse me. The corners just don't open up nicely on these packs. I don't know what we got here. Iverson for the 76ers, K Towns for the T-Wolves. An instant impact of Najee for the Nuggets, and also a Prizm rookie of them. So, nice little green instant impact. Those cards look nice as well. For like just plain inserts, they look nice. Gallinari for the Thunder, Davis for the Lakers, Galloway for the Pistons on the purple wave. And Oubre Jr. for the Suns. I think they're purple waves. White for the Bulls. Williams for the Clippers. Precious for the Heat on the silver instant impact. And Isaac for the Magic. In a couple weeks, we'll be hunting precious metal gems in hockey, with Skybox set to come out. Looking forward to that. New hockey card product, as always, is always a nice release. Harris for the Nets, Brown Jr. for the Wizards, silver of Milton for the 76ers, and Cole Anthony for the Magic. And this should be a jersey. Oh, it might be an auto. No, it's probably a jersey. I don't know. I think we have points. Yeah, we have points. Honestly, points are pretty good. All right. Klay Thompson for Golden State. I'm not going to do the same mistake again. So we have 600 points here. I will. That'll get randomed off at the end of the break here. I'm just going to slide the QR code away. Nanaji for the Nuggets on the instant impact, and Carey Jr. for the Hornets. So, like, honestly, the 600 points is a pretty good pull from Blaster. That was, what, I think $60, essentially? So, I got 600 points random to do. Here, do I have a post-it note? Oh, I do have a post-it note. There we go. Now you can't really see it a ton. The QR code won't scan at least. That's what matters. Alright. I honestly, 600 points is good. So. It probably beats the auto that you were set to get. Unless it was LaMelo, then no, but. Here we go. Alright, let's get something sick here. We haven't pulled a base LaMelo yet. We pulled like 80 Pritchards. Let's get a base LaMelo. Williams for the Celtics. Melo for Portland. George for the Clippers on the Dominance. Johnson for the T-Wolves. Brogdon for the Pacers. Zubek for the Clippers. Magic Johnson for the Lakers on the green USA. And Maildon for the Thunder. The USA Prizms are definitely nice. The pattern on the sides are really cool. Rather than just the dots going with the stars. Tyus Jones for the Grizzlies. Irving for the Nets. Merchant of Smith for the Suns. And Forbes for the Spurs. Finney-Smith for the Mavericks, Rivers for the Rockets, Isaac for the Magic on the silver, and Winston for the Wizards on the rookie. So we do have at least one random that everyone has a chance to get. Come on. Aiden for the Suns, Simmons for the 76ers, Bridges for the Hornets on the silver, and Hero for the Heat. Would have been nice to have a different Hornet in silver. Would have been nice, but I'll take it. Here, we'll open up the spot. Just in case. Hayward for the Celtics, Williams for the Clippers, Red of Johnson for the T-Wolves, and Mannion for the Warriors. Yeah, these packs just shred really easily, which is great, except they don't shred like properly. Thompson for the Cavs, Davis for the Lakers, Stewart for the Pistons on the instant impact, and McCollum for the Trailblazers. Luka for the Mavericks, K Towns for the T-Wolves, Bertans for the Wizards on the green, and Oturu for the Clippers. I think Luka wasn't really that big of a deal. Put him in, like, there. In terms of, like, sales, at least, it didn't seem major. Holiday for the Pelicans, Brown Jr. for the Wizards, Davis for the Lakers on the USA, and Drummond for the Cavs. We'll put that there. Here, we'll put him in the insert pile. That makes sense. Good rookie coming up. Porzingis for the Mavericks, Robinson for the Knicks, Silver of Simons for Portland, and Pokusevski for the Thunder. I'm probably butchering that. Pokusevski? Yeah, that's better. I know that's one that a lot of people quite like. We'll top load them right away. Gotta finish this pile first. Paul for the Thunder. Tilakina for the Knicks. Dominance of Ja for the Grizzlies. And Gasol for the Raptors. Kaminsky for the Suns. Harden for the Rockets. Red of Looney for the Warriors. And Carroll for the Rockets. Harris for the Nuggets. Giannis for the Bucks. Carroll for the Rockets on the red. And Halliburton for the Kings. Probably just easier just to rip that off. There we go. This has like something weird on it, but Doumbia for the Pistons. I'm just gonna put that in its own sleeve. Murray for the Spurs. Vassell for the Spurs on the Emergent, and Bridges for the Hornets. It literally looks like, I don't know. I have no idea what it is, but it's like a piece of like almost like felt. So I'm just gonna sleeve and topple that card just because that way it doesn't rub against anything else. So it's not a major hit, it's just it's got something weird on it and don't want that rubbing off on another card. Oladipo for the Pacers, Wade for the Heat, dominance of Beal for the Wizards, and Ibaka for the Raptors. Caldwell Pope for the Lakers, Adebayo for the Heat, Hero on the sophomore stars for the Heat, and Patrick Williams for the Bulls. That's another one that people really liked. No rookie parallel yet, like main rookie parallel. Yeah, like stuff like that that's like really obvious is pretty easy. Print lines I've been trying to. Prizm's actually been pretty solid, I feel like. Hayes for the Pelicans, Robinson for the Heat. Haven't noticed too many. Oubre Jr. for the Suns on the silver, and Rose for the Pistons. Yep, love the spam. I mean, on one hand, at least they warn you with their name, but next up, Griffin for the Pistons, Murray for the Nuggets, silver of Clarkson for the Jazz, and green for the Mavericks. Yeah, still no rookie parallels, but I think we've had like a couple good rookies at least in this box, so. Gay for the Spurs, Robin for the Bulls, red of Robinson for the Heat, and Wood for the Pistons. Should be getting to the auto pretty soon here. Johnson for the Suns, Noel for the Thunder, Wiseman for Golden State on the Instant Impact, and Terry for the Mavericks. It's an insert, not a true. We'll put it there. O'Neal for the Jazz, Prince for the Nets. Ooh, pink pulsar, just 42 for the Nuggets of Torrey Craig, 42 of 42. Nice little pink pulsar there. Tough to hit. Not the biggest name, but like cool card. Really like tough to hit, so we'll highlight that. Rubio for the Suns. There he is. Took a while. I think is this the auto pack too? I think so. I think this is the auto pack too. Dort for the Thunder. Auto of Clemens for the Rockets. Okay, so you do get silver and non-silver. Nnaji for the Nuggets on the Emergent. And a nice little LaMelo there for the Hornets. All right. We hit them. hitting him in the auto pack of all packs. There we go. He gets his stand. I didn't realize that the penmanship had silver parallels, so I just always assumed that they came like that based off of how they've done them in other sets, but makes sense. Clemens for the Rockets was our auto. I feel like this was a good retail box. No real rookie parallel, but Holiday for the Pacers. Hernan Gomez for the T-Wolves. Durant silver for the Nets and Portis for the Knicks. So I mean, like, not the worst silver to hit. We had no rookie like rookie silvers, like base rookie silvers. So that's really the only thing missing. But we did get the pink pulsar, so I think it's pink pulsar. Bledsoe for the Bucks, Reddish for the Hawks, Nanaji on the silver for the Nuggets, and Ramsey for the Kings. So, I mean, overall, decent. I'd say the best retail box we've had yet. And then that one blaster with the points was just the best blaster because we got 600 points. And we'll do a random for that coming up here. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get the random set up. That'll be a 30-team random. See which team's lucky day it is. All right, here we go. 3 times. Whoever's on top gets the 600 points. Once. Twice. And 3rd time. The Milwaukee Bucks. Who had them? There you go. Lucas, there you go. The points are yours. So that is the break. Overall, pretty solid. The Morant Silver Flux is nice. I mean, again, a numbered card out of 42. It's not the biggest name, but it's still a cool card. LaMelo, the points. Overall, pretty solid, I feel like. So that was... I didn't realize that card was blinding. But that was group break number 171. There's still spots left in hockey for tomorrow, and also, I believe, in basketball for Friday. So feel free to check those out, especially if you like this mix. But I'll get these uploaded to YouTube shortly. And yeah, thanks for coming out. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.